In life, we all encounter obstacles, and those obstacles come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. The question is, how do we handle those obstacles? Do we attack them head on, or do we allow them to make us quit? Welcome to the No Quit Living podcast, where we aim to motivate and inspire listeners to never give up on themselves, their dreams, or their goals. We will interview successful people from all walks of life as they share their no-quit stories when they had the choice to give up or give in, but they didn't. We thank you for listening, and we hope to be that jolt of positivity as you go for your greatness. Welcome to episode number 145 of the No Quit Living podcast. I'm your host, Christopher J. Worth, and today's theme of the day is fear. Our quote of the day comes to us from Dale Carnegie. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Today's episode is sponsored by the good people over at West Fair Communications, who publish the Westchester County Business Journal and the Fairfield County Business Journal. These newspapers do a wonderful job in covering all aspects of the business world within two of the most influential markets in the New York metropolitan area. You can also take advantage of their daily news feeds, which keep track on the companies and thought leaders in these important regions. For more information, take a look at www.westfaironline.com. Trust me, once you start reading, you won't quit. I bring you today's episode with a little bit of a different spin. This past Saturday, August 11th, 2018, we hosted our very first live No Quit Living workshop. I had the fortune of emceeing the event as well as being one of the speakers. The event was a huge success, and the feedback that we have received so far has been amazing. The event was titled Addition by Subtraction: How Accountability in Action Can Lead to Your Greatness. We ended up with 72 attendees, which we were very happy with, especially considering it was held on a Saturday in August, and as we were setting up for the event, we all began to receive flash flood warning announcements on our cell phones. For the past 4 or 5 years, I've been an avid attendee of different workshops, from motivational, inspirational, or personal development workshops. I've always thought about, but I wanted to still put on my own event. Since January this year, I've spoken at many other people's events, but in the back of my mind, I wanted to put on our own. A couple of months ago, as I was preparing for a podcast interview, I came across a Malcolm X quote that has stuck with me. Anytime you see someone more successful than you are, they are doing something you aren't. Up to that point, I had attended events, and in the back of my mind, I always wondered, what if? I'm not sure why, but about 6 weeks ago, I took the plunge, and I decided to just do it. We were finally going to put on our first live No Quit Living workshop. I don't really know why I never took the leap before, but this time I stopped thinking, and I started doing. I guess I finally took Walt Disney's advice, where he said in his famous quote, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." At that moment, I decided that I had to fully commit to our event, and I put down the deposit for the venue. Paying that deposit actually turned out to be the easiest part of the entire event process. What I learned from putting on our first event is the real true power of your tribe, the people that are there for you, and the people that you can truly count on. Throughout these past 6 weeks, I've been very open, honest, and vulnerable to ask for help. I'm very good at a certain amount of things, but when it comes to events, I was a very avid attendee, but as far as hosting them, I was a complete novice. In that arena, I had little to no real or true experience. So as a result, I humbly asked others for their help, their time, as well as their guidance. Over these last 6 weeks, I had so many people that really and truly stepped up, from buying tickets, introductions, their time, and plenty of sweat equity. Some key people really stepped up both before the event and at the actual event itself. However, there were a few people that unfortunately didn't attend the event when they said they were going to and had given their word. I was initially disappointed and upset, but that quickly subsided and it went away. I realized that people play different roles in your life, and there are people that really and truly step up, and there are those that make excuses. I made a decision right then and there that nobody, myself included, is perfect, and I decided to just move forward in a positive direction. I could have been upset, disappointed, or expressed my frustration, but instead I focused on the amazing people in my corner, on my bus, and in my tribe that had gone above and beyond. I even had some people that couldn't even attend the event but purchased tickets anyway just to show their support. One of the topics I spoke about was the importance of gratitude, and I am proud of the event, but I'm truly appreciative of the amazing feedback that we've received. But what I'm most proud of is the fact that we went ahead and we did it. We hosted our first live workshop. We no longer spoke about it, thought about it, or started off a sentence with someday. Our sentence now starts off with I did it. I'm proud of what we accomplished. I'm proud that we hosted our first event and it was a success. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. Was it seamless? Nope. Were there things I will change for our next event? Absolutely. But at this point, when it comes to hosting our first event, I will never utter those two words, what if? What if we hosted our first event? What if we did it next September? What if nobody shows up? What if we fail? No, the words I use now are not what if, they're actually we did. It reminds me of a quote by Brian Tracy where he said, move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. So my question to you, the audience, is very simple. What is it that you want to do, but you are afraid of doing? Perhaps it's a new business, a new venture, a physical move, moving on from a past relationship, moving forward with a new relationship, or possibly writing that book, writing a movie script, or maybe something less daunting as learning a new language or trying a new instrument. Regardless, each and every single one of us has something or possibly multiple things we want to do and most likely know that we should do. But for some reason, we don't. For some reason, we accept excuses as the law and we remain as is. We stay in that comfort zone. We just accept status quo. I challenge each and every listener to jump, to take a chance, and don't hold back. Don't look back. Do it for yourself, for someone else, but just do it. No longer accept or give an excuse. The honest reality is that you might fail. You might fall flat on your face, and there's a chance it won't work out. But there's also a chance that it will. It will work out. It will be okay, and it might be the greatest decision that you ever made. So in closing, don't utter those two words, what if. Instead, go for your greatness. Instead, utter those two words, I did. And lastly, to our listeners, thank you. We truly appreciate your time, and we hope our episodes inspire you to keep on attacking life and never giving up. To quote Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, it's always too early to quit.